All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into something kind of mind-bending today.
Always up for a challenge.
Well, today's deep dive is going to test the limits of what we think we know about, well, reality itself. We're taking a look at this article, Living in a Hologram.
Intriguing title.
Right, and it gets even wilder. It's by Marynês Pereira. That's Marynês Pereira for those playing the home game. And she's got this background in neuroscience, quantum physics, even AI.
So a bit of a polymath then.
Totally. And she brings all of that to bear on this central question. What if the world, as we experience it, like everything we see and touch, is basically a hologram projected by, wait for it, our own consciousness?
Okay, I'm definitely hooked now. That's some serious Matrix level stuff.
Yeah, big time. And I gotta admit, I'm a sucker for a good sci-fi concept. But what's cool about this article is it doesn't just stop at the what if. It takes it further, suggesting that if this is true, we might be capable of so much more than we realize.
So less Neo dodging bullets, more like Neo unlocking hidden potential.
Exactly. Like, what if we're all walking around with these untapped superpowers, just waiting to be unleashed? But where to even begin unpacking something this massive?
Well, the article uses a pretty clever analogy to get us started. Virtual reality. You put on the headset and bam, you're in a whole other world, right?
Yeah, and it feels real, even though you know it's all just data and sensors.
Right. So Pereira's saying, what if our reality is kind of like that, a super advanced VR experience?
Okay, I can kind of see where she's going with this. But then, what's actually creating the simulation? Enter the Akashic Field.
Ah, yes, the Akashic Field. It's a concept that pops up in a lot of spiritual and mystical traditions, but Pereira brings it into this very scientific context. So for those unfamiliar, imagine like a universal library containing everything, all information, past, present, future.
Whoa, so like the universe's ultimate hard drive?
Exactly. Every thought, every action, every event, it's all recorded there. But here's where things get really tricky. The article proposes that our thoughts and actions actually interact with this field. Like, they leave an imprint, a kind of energetic trace.
Wait, hold up. So it's not just a passive record like a history book. We're actually shaping it with our minds.
That's the implication. Think of it like each thought is like a pebble dropped in a pond, sending ripples out into this Akashic field, influencing and being influenced by everything else.
Whoa, okay, my mind is officially blown. But if we're all connected to this field, constantly shaping it with our thoughts, does that mean we could actually learn to, like, control it?
That's a million-dollar question, isn't it? The article brings up examples like Einstein, Tesla, these brilliant minds that seem to tap into something beyond the ordinary. Did they somehow access this Akashic field for their groundbreaking ideas?
Right. It's tempting to draw that connection. Like, what if we could all download knowledge and creativity from this cosmic library?
Well, as much as I love a good sci-fi theory, it's important to remember that we're dealing with a lot of speculation here. Neuroscience is making incredible strides in understanding the brain, but it's still incredibly complex. Tapping into some universal database feels a bit too simplistic.
Yeah, you're right. We got to keep that healthy skepticism going.
Yeah.
But even if we set aside the more out there stuff, the article's point about negativity really struck a chord with me. Like, if our thoughts, DO, have this much power, why waste it focusing on all the bad stuff?
Exactly. And this is where Pereira's expertise in positive psychology comes in. There's a growing body of research showing that our mindset really does impact our experiences, even our physical well-being. For instance, studies have shown that practicing gratitude can actually lead to changes in brain chemistry, making you feel happier and healthier.
So it's not just some woo-woo feel-good stuff. It's like scientifically backed that a positive outlook can actually change your life.
Absolutely. The more we focus on what we want, the more we attract those experiences into our reality. And if Pereira's right about the Akashic Field, maybe we're even influencing the collective reality, making the world a slightly better place with each positive thought.
Wow, that's pretty inspiring. But it also makes you think about the flip side, right? If we're all interconnected through this field, couldn't it also be used for less than noble purposes?
Yes.
The article mentions this idea of manipulation, which is a little unsettling.
Yeah, that's a crucial point. Pereira uses the analogy of computers accessing information, right? But if this Akashic field exists, could certain people or groups have figured out how to hack into it, not for creativity, but for control?
Okay, now you're getting into some real conspiracy theory territory.
Maybe, maybe not. But think about the advancements in AI, the algorithms shaping what we see online. They're already influencing our choices, our perceptions, even our beliefs. And what if someone could take that to a whole other level, using this knowledge of the Akashic Field to manipulate people on a mass scale?
Okay, that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, even if we learn to harness the power of our own minds, someone else might already be 10 steps ahead using it against us.
That's why Pereira emphasizes the importance of critical thinking and media literacy. We need to be aware of how information is being used to shape our reality, whether it's through subtle nudges from algorithms or outright disinformation campaigns. The more we understand these mechanisms, the better equipped we are to resist manipulation and make informed choices.
So it's not just about being positive, it's also about being informed, discerning, and really questioning everything we're exposed to.
Precisely. It's about taking responsibility for the information we consume and the energy we put out into the world. Because if Pereira's right, we're not just passive observers in this reality, we're active participants.
Okay, so after all that mind-bending discussion, what's the takeaway here?
I think Pereira's main message is that we have the potential to be co-creators of reality. But that comes with a huge responsibility. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about being conscious, informed, and actively shaping the world we want to live in.
Right. Even if the Akashic Field remains a theoretical concept, this deep dive has definitely pushed me to think differently about myself, the universe, and yeah, maybe even my own untapped potential.
And that's what makes these explorations so worthwhile, isn't it? They challenge our assumptions, expand our perspectives, and maybe even inspire us to step into a more empowered version of ourselves.
Couldn't have said better myself. So huge thanks to Marynês Pereira again. That's Marynês Pereira for taking us down this fascinating rabbit hole. If you want to go even deeper, be sure to check out the full article, link in the show notes as always. And for all you deep thinkers out there, we'll leave you with one final question. If you could access the Akashic Field, download any knowledge or skill instantly, what would it be and why? Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep shaping your reality.